Welcome to the learning support video for understanding how the lymphatic system is drained. We'll begin with an overview of the primary structure of the lymphatic system, which is the lymph node, examining it both internally and externally. Let's start with an external view of the lymph node. First, note its bean-shaped appearance. Secondly, examine the veins and arteries that are connected to it. This serves as our reminder that the lymphatic system is the drain for the cardiovascular system, and we'll get an idea of why momentarily. Notice too that we have what are referred to as afferent vessels. These are the vessels by which lymph enters the lymph node, and through efferent vessels, lymph exits a given lymph node. Looking at the internal structure, notice the germinal center. The germinal center is the site where antibodies develop and where they mature. Now, let's gain an understanding of the drainage system we've been discussing. We'll start by identifying various components and then filling in the details. What we have first are the capillaries, which are the small hair-like components of the blood vessels. Inside the capillaries, we'll find plasma, which is the liquid portion of blood. Within these same capillaries, we'll also find red blood cells. Next, we have some body tissue noted here by our green filled boxes. Just below this, we have what represents our lymphatic vessels. So in recap, here are the structures we've identified thus far. To gain an understanding of this process, it begins with understanding that blood plasma leaves the capillaries and fills what we call the interstitial space. Almost just as soon as the fluid leaks into the interstitial space, most of it is reabsorbed. The fluid remaining, as you might imagine, remains in the interstitial space. This fluid contains the following: oxygen, glucose, amino acids, and nutrients. This remaining fluid provides our body's tissues with the nutrients and the blood supply it needs to stay alive. Lastly, any excess interstitial fluid travels through the lymphatic vessels back to the bloodstream to prevent lymphatic fluid buildup that could result in tissue death if it remains.